On Monday, the 30th of September, Seah Jie Kai Sylesnar, a 21-year-old man, was sentenced to 6 years in jail after being convicted of culpable homicide not amounting to murder. The sentencing followed a tragic incident in October 2022, when Seah, then 19 years old, fatally attacked his father, Seah Wee Teck Eddie, with 2 knives after enduring years of abuse. The courtroom heard the devastating story of an abusive household. The elder Seah, a 47-year-old man, was described as an alcoholic with a history of violence, both physical and verbal, against his family. His son, Seah Jie Kai, had been subjected to frequent taunts and humiliations over the years, including derogatory comments about his masculinity. The abuse took a heavy toll on the young Seah, who, according to psychiatric evaluations, was diagnosed with chronic adjustment disorder and depression at the time of the attack. On the fateful night of the 10th of October, 2022, the younger Seah returned home to find his father intoxicated once again, spewing insults and daring him to pick up a knife. Overwhelmed by years of mistreatment, Seah grabbed a kitchen knife and slashed his father twice on the chest. His father left the flat, but Seah, fearing retaliation due to his father's gang affiliations, armed himself with 2 more knives and chased after him. The confrontation reached a deadly climax near the lift lobby of Block 653 on Yishun Avenue 4, where the elder Seah tried to defend himself but eventually succumbed to multiple knife wounds, including a fatal cut to the neck. In the aftermath, Seah was left devastated by his actions, lying beside his father and urging nearby residents to call the police. The court heard Seah's remorseful words as he expressed his long-standing hatred towards his father, to which the elder Seah, in his final moments, responded with an apology. "I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me." Seah's lawyers argued that years of abuse and his fragile mental health had impaired his ability to understand the severity of his actions. Despite these mitigating factors, the prosecution emphasized that no individual has the right to take justice into their own hands, no matter how unfortunate their circumstances. The autopsy revealed that Seah's father had suffered 24 wounds, with the fatal injury being a deep neck wound. Judge Didar Singh Gill acknowledged the complexity of the case, calling it very tragic but reminded that violence cannot be justified, even under extreme emotional distress. Nonetheless, he noted Seah's young age, his mental condition, and his sincere remorse in delivering the 6-year sentence. This incident has sparked intense discussion surrounding domestic abuse, mental health, and how society should handle such cases where victims of abuse become perpetrators of violence. What do you think about this case? Do you believe there are better ways to handle situations involving long-term abuse, or do you think the law acted fairly in this instance? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of important cases.